true. I am free. Welcome to my locals page. So much to talk about. Obviously, I'm going to take a couple of weeks here just to rebuild and to refocus and to create something that is actually mine and something that can't be threatened or taken because it belongs to me. I can't tell you enough how much your support has meant to me over the years. We're just getting started. Join the
Well, I hope Candace is able to make exactly what she wants. You know, she's free now. She gets to be an independent journalist is what she's saying. So I really hope things work out for Candace and that she's able to express herself in the way that she needs to do so. Why don't we go ahead and get into the rest of the story? But to be honest, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a little shaky about this locals thing, but I mean, it's not me. And hey, she needed to go somewhere. And so we're going to go ahead and get into it, guys. And please don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you. Now, and don't forget to subscribe, guys. Thank you so much. Sorry. I'm like remembering all this stuff all after the fact. Now, Candace is, saying you could go find her at the real Candace. And she's doing all of this independent moving, and that's good, because you want to be able to express yourself without, the confines of authorization. You just want to say what's on your mind without obviously hurting people. And the Daily Wire pretty much made it clear that they're not about that. You know what I mean? Their thing is we're going to control the narrative. Okay. You could go far, but you can't go too far. Candace Owens dismantled just about every Black lie, right? Like the BLM movement, how it really was for the trans community and all that. She dismantled a lot of these Black, just fake propaganda to keep Black folk oppressed and just thinking a certain way. And she was applauded for doing so. But what the Daily Wire, it's not me, it's them, has shown us is that, well, you can do that, but there's a certain element that you better not get into. Just leave it alone. She didn't. So now she's gone. And so this is the biggest conservative movement in the conservative organization, in the movement. Right. Okay. Nothing should be off limits when it comes to speech. That's just what it is.
What do you think about the dynamics of her and Ben at Daily Wire?
Well, I hope you heard the overriding part, which is that I don't want to make it personal with her. I don't really consider us friends anymore. I think there's many layers to this. There's a pure business layer to it, which is that Candace has a contract with Daily Wire. But it seems fairly obvious to me she wants to leave the Daily Wire. And I think Candace, to her own, whether she wants to join Tucker or do something else after, start the Candace Owens network, whatever it might be, I think there are realities outside of just like the political fights. And that's what.
But at the end of the day, Dave Rubin owns the locals. He does. So first of all, him saying we're not friends anymore. Why? Because she was assessing a war for what it was. Because she's been to Israel and she told people what it was like. Okay. Anyway, so you see what I mean about the emotions to make that comment. I don't know. Maybe he made that comment for purposes of like, so it didn't look like a business interest. Because really this move, for him to report that yesterday, to quote, what did he say? He's so hyped. Like I was the one who the Daily Wire and Candace Owens have parted ways, as I predicted on PBD podcast. She's going on Locals, my platform, to create, like, he made it all about him. So me personally, she had to know that she was doing this, and she probably got in touch with him or whatever. And I feel like he probably was like, but I need to be able to market this how I need to. And then that's how that worked out. Seriously. And, and why is it even like this here? Like, why does somebody have this is all for the picture? Like, we got Ben Shapiro right here. Then we're going to, like, what is going on? Like, it's just funny. It's just obvious and it's funny. And so he claims that on Locals, people are empowered to be creators, to be independent. There's only one place I will say. Glenn Greenwald's Substack is, to me, I have not ever heard anybody say that my article couldn't be placed on Substack. So I think what Glenn Greenwald is creating, he's actually removed himself from it, as in he's not doing this as a quote, Jewish man. You know what I mean? I think that he really believes in what he's doing because, well, this guy's been also ran off the country. So because of his speech, right? Because of the truths that he's told us. about the Patriot Act and what 9/11 actually did bring us in reality and things that the FBI has done. So I think that he does really, I think he does value free speech. Now, anyway, to go back to Candace, we're not going to make this all about, we have some people reacting, being a Black conservative is the only starting point. We have proof Candace Owens' evolution is something that will be an example of what happens to you when you break out of political boxes. Of course, it's always the parentheses, or excuse me, the quotations. A lot of people wrote her off during her peak caricature of Black conservative days, but that was really only the starting point. Yep. I will say she has become something entirely different now, and even went on the Breakfast Club and was cooking. It shows while where you are at in the moment may not be popular. If it's the start of you opening your mind, you quickly arrive at a better place than where you started in terms of the confines of basic boxes that people put us all in. And so, I mean, so that's Malcolm Flex. I actually, I've talked to him a couple times. He's pretty cool dude. We got Anomaly who's reporting on this. Everyone in conservative media knows that you'll get blacklisted in a certain way. And speech laws, they are being passed into legislation. I mean, this is the truth. And the fact is, there's a starting point. And that's why when I see Black people who are giving Candace Owens a hard time, my hard time with her was what she really did with Stephen Crowder. So I felt like she was trying to get in married people business. And I don't think that was right. But at the end of the day, when I see Black people like, oh, well, she came for Black people. She made Black people feel bad. And now you guys love her. It's not that. Everybody starts there. All Black people start there. It doesn't add up after a while. Like, you're like, I'm being told that I'm oppressed, but I really don't feel that way. I feel like I have hard times, but I don't feel like I'm just finished, done in the game simply because I'm Black. It doesn't feel like a curse for me to be Black, right? And so you start questioning things, you start unraveling this reality that was given to you. And you are surprised when you find out who's really been holding the strings. Now, it is what it is. It's all a journey that some people are too weak to go into. It is what it is. I keep saying that, but it's true. Candace decided to go on that journey. We didn't like her the whole time in the journey. She's still not done. None of us are. But it's a journey worth taking. The truth is definitely finding the truth. Going on that journey, it is absolutely worth taking, no matter where you arrive at it, because it frees your mind. It frees your thinking. It really does. It just brings you to a better place. So I'll give it to Candace. Shout out to her for even having the balls to go on that journey.